Alright, YouTube, let's see if I can get this thing to focus in. There it is. Alright, well, here's where I'm at on the Raptor interior side of the build. Like I stated on the last video, I didn't know if there was much I was going to do to the interior, so I started with the box, and the box has led into some seat modifications and whatnot. But this is the way I want to do the box. The amp is all handmade. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of plastic in that amp, and I made it, shaped it up a little bit. There, see if that'll focus in. Get it in there. Come on. Come on. There it goes. And I just wanted to, do my own little amp. Everything on it. There's a little bracket and a rack I made for it could stand up. So I probably don't know if I'll have it right here in the middle of it, or back in the back like I had. I don't know yet. Nope, the speakers fell through. In order to get the box that big and the way I wanted it, I had to cut the nips off the seats that slide into the grooves that are in the bottom. So I had to do a little bit of modifications to the seat so that way I can move them, get them set up. Now on the box itself, the speakers, you can get some through Pegasus. You can get some through Hop and Hydros if you can still find them. There's a few different resin ones on the market, if you go to eBay. But what I have here, see if I can get this to focus again. I have speakers that I used to use when I was on the, used to do a lot of real lowrider car shows with my real cars in the 90s, and there was a guy that traveled around. His name was Low Life Toys, and they had made their own speakers. So a lot of the 6x9s and the subwoofers are from them from years ago. The round speaker that I have here in the middle would be like the mid-range. Here's right here will be a 6x9. These will be mid-range, and these will be your subs. Now what they are these. See if I can get the focus in. There are these caps that you would put like you would bedazzled. You put a jewel up here, and then you stick this in your headphone for your cell phone. And it was just like, you pop it in there for like to put a plug in your head, in where your headphones go on your cell phones. And I seen the coneness of it, so I picked it up and I've been using them. I used them in my Maverick build, and the dad's rebuild, just use them a couple different ways. The box itself is really simple. I put a piece of angle right here for a lip. There's several different pieces of plastic right here, and then a piece of angle in the middle of it to join it together. Then this piece right here I glued back on to give it the height, because I needed to come back in where the console was and bring it back a little bit. And then I notched out these edges so that way it slides right in there and fills up where the arm, where the armrest and stuff goes. Right there. And then I made this top piece just to give it some depth right here. And that's just about it. So my plan is to paint this and have it maybe like a gloss color like the body, and then flock the inlay, and then have the speakers down in there. Still have room where I might put a mid-range amp right here. I'll have to build it. I'll have to build another amp that kind of looks like this, and put a mid-range amp, make it a little smaller, and put it there between the seats. And if I position all this together into the body, let me see, back in there. And that's where the this is how, move all this stuff out of the way, guys. This is how the box will look in the body itself, like that. You know, just nice, flush, you know, just about like that. And then if I go to add the amp rack in there, and it fell right in the hole. But if we go to put the amp where I want the amp to be, tell you what, I don't know how these doctors do surgery by camera. It's going to be on. That's why I was thinking about going in the middle. We don't know. I should say I don't know if it was going to fit right here once you put the windows in. Well, you guys get the deal. The bloopers at Minis. Well, you guys see, there was going to be the box. Still undecided on where the amp is going to go. Like I said, I'm going to do a tunnel cover back here and get all that situated. It's been raining crazy here. A lot of our Texans are getting really bad weather and lots of rain. So I hope you guys are all safe. I seen Big Saul's video. He's back. Hope you're getting feeling better, brother. I've seen a lot of you guys getting in on the Hunter Shelby truck build, and MC Custom Works, I think it was. He showed a pretty nice video on the funny car he's doing. A lot of the detail stuff that he does and uses was a really great video. You guys need to go check that out. That's about it for me for now. Not a whole lot. Bench is a mess. I was working on the box, doing some stuff. Like I said, Heath over there at the Southern Fried Rod Shop, he was talking about his rig and that he had somebody building a headache rack for him. Well, here's the one that I was doing for him. That's not a refrigerator. I made it, wanted to look like a toolbox. And then here's, just want to make it look like a toolbox for him. I mismeasured this one. I realized I finally found the emails we were sharing back and forth, and this is 3 inches wide. He said the sleeper is 3.5 inches wide. So I'm going to send him this one and see what he wants to do with it. If it ain't right, I'll make him another one, Heath. This right here, I made you look like a toe straps. This right here is just a bundle of it. You can either put it on the trailer, you can hang it from here, Heath, but I made you this. I got you a chain to make it look like you got a chain. I hope you have some trailer lights. I was looking for some trailer lights here. I didn't have any, but none of this opens up. It's just all superficial, but I wanted to look like, you know, you had some, you know, like you had a container to put your stuff in. And, you know, it's just a bunch of sheet plastic just put together. So right here was a food sign that I had, some angle. I made the base, you know, It's got the sides and there's a little bit of depth to it. So right here it'd be like a little racking shelf maybe. Some truckers have, when they piggyback, different rigs, you know, where they sit on top of each other on the fifth wheel. Usually they have some magnet lights they put on the frame, so I just made you a little shelf there. And like I said, these right here are all picks and hooks, and they curve up just a little bit. The chain comes on and off. So I just made you some stuff there. I was going to paint this silver for you. I seen all the stuff you're doing with the Alclad, so you let me know if you want me to put this in paint and clear coat, or if you want me to send it to you in primer. That way you can do the Alclad work yourself. The paint I use is base coat, clear coat. It's going to be a DuPont. The clear will be Nason, so once I cover it, it's going to be very hard to strip if it's something that you don't care for. So you let me know, brother, and if you don't think a 3-inch wide would look good, I'll go ahead and build you the 3.5 inch. Totally, I don't know, for some reason I thought it was 2 3/4 by 3, and I went with that, and then I seen that you can even see where I wrote 3 right there. So then I seen the email and it says 3.5, so you know, you'd be a 1/4 inch missing here and a 1/4 inch missing there, makes up your 1/2 inch. But I'm gonna send this to you, so message me your address, and I got these goodies for you. And like I said, you already said you had the trailer hookups. Van Lee, I was jamming out on telling you guys all on how to do detail work, and Van Lee asked about the plug boots that I used. So this right here is a telephone wire, and you want to try focus. You want to try to get a four color telephone wire. The multicolor phone wire, it's too small. So what I do is I take the telephone cord like this. I'm having a hard time focusing today. And then once you open it up, you have 4 colors on the inside. You're going to have green, red, yellow, black. I use the red and yellow and all this stuff for, you know, also for radiator hoses, because it's copper inside and it will bend to shape. So what you do is you pull the color out that you want, like this. I'll go to the end I haven't used yet. And then I twirl it to where you can get to the copper. I twirl it to where I can get to the copper in it. And then once you get that, you'll see the copper. What I do is break it loose. You want to try not to use your teeth, but sometimes we don't have strippers this small. Guys, I'm sorry for the blurriness. But anyway. See. This wire here is pretty old. I've had it for a while. It's not wanting to strip the way I wanted it to. Let's see if I have another piece. Let's see. You can see sometimes you have the copper comes out when you're already doing it. So then right there, I just take it and see how it pulls right out. You just pull the copper out, and I'll save this copper. You can use it for line later on. And then what I do is I'll take straight pin like so. I poke it in the hole to get the hole a little bit bigger. Then I take the color of wire that I want. Today we're just going to use red because it's the first color up. Make sure it has a good clean tip on it. Make sure you haven't, you know, don't have no burrs or nothing on it. And then I just slide it in there. Kind of hard to do off camera like this. Then like that, I just put it right in there. And that's my spark plug boot. Like that. And then it slides, you know, you can slide it in there as much as you want. And then what I do is I usually make it about this long, like this. So that way I have room to glue it into my valve cover. Or not my valve cover, but into my head, and gives it a little bit room in there for strength. Come on, this thing. Now, unlike Nick likes to cut 9 even pieces. Usually what I do with mine is I'll fold it up like this. I just keep folding it up. And then when I get so many, see, come on. I just fold it up like this. And when I get the 8 that I want, I twist one end and I cut them all even. I stick them in my aluminum the same way Nick was telling you how to build your distributors. That's how I stick them in. Other than I super glue mine. I don't heat shrink mine. But to me, it's easier for me to keep doing the folds until I get 8, glue them in, and then cut them. Helps me keep them all together. I don't know how he does it 9 individual. I'd go nuts. But this is how I do it, and like you guys you see how other people do it. This is just a little quick update, trying to answer some questions, trying to show a little bit what I'm trying to do for the other builders in the community. So with that being said, this video is almost 16 minutes. You guys have a great weekend. Please be safe in all this weather that's going on throughout the U.S. And just bless everybody here, man. And if you ain't got your plan set for the weekend, hope you guys be able to enjoy it around the weather that we're having. And you guys have a great day.